Wonderful!
Hello and welcome to episode 200 of Impacted, coming to you live via the Total Non-Stop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we are also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, and wherever you listen to your favorite shows. We are 100% there. I am, of course, your host, Bison, and today I'm joined by the man who is coming to us from the void of his own mind, the Joker, and of course, coming to us live from his local nightclub, LimpstarUK. Hello, brothers. How are we doing?
We're good, thank you. How are you?
Loving life, mate. Loving life.
I'm good. And I'm glad that you're all loving life. And it looks like Craig has finished his soup.
I was racing like when that theme tune was going bam, bam, bam. I was like, come on, get sit down your neck.
Get it in me. Yeah, poor Craig. He's been working hard. And he needed to get a little bit of substance in his body before the show.
Oh,
you know,
mate,
he knew 200 was going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one.
Oh yes.
He needed to be on time. You know, he had a big talking to about last week, and you know, he made sure he. I'm joking.
You are banned from diving.
You are banned from soup. So anyway, guys, big day, isn't it? It's a big episode. It's episode 200 now. We started this journey, myself and Joe, about 4 years ago. We introduced in Simply Steve. We got to give credit to Steve as well.
Oh, yes.
He's not been around for a little while, but I'm hoping that you never know. He's been sent the link for today. You never know. He might turn up. Let's see what happens. But he did a great job recently of doing some production stuff behind the scenes as well, which has been fantastic. But Steve will always be a part of the TNI-UK family. So you will see him from time to time. But of course now you could say there's four. There is four of us. So obviously we've got Craig as well now. Hey Courtney, nice to see you, and thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Mrs. Nemeth.
Yeah.
Hang on,
are we banning Melonhead?
No.
How dare you?
What is that about?
I said guess our ages.
Oh, is it? Oh, God. Really? You think I'm 57? Are you kidding me?
No.
He thinks
12.
Joe's
Wow.
12.
Or is it?
You're way off, mate. I might have the mental age of a 12-year-old. You never know, but
57? Jesus, with guns like this? Are you kidding me? Anyway, not even close. But anyway, right. It's going to be a great day today. We've actually got a special guest who will be joining us about 6:30. And hopefully that ain't too far away. Actually, no, it's about 15 minutes away, so he'll be joining us. Let's try and get some of these messages out of the way, because I'm just having a quick look. We've got who we got with us already.
that's just one for everyone. This came in this morning, or I left before everyone, just to say thank you so much for everything, guys. The weekly views, your input, the laughs, the support. The past 4 years, going back to January 2020, and as well as when we restarted this in August, have been an absolute godsend, and much love to the TNI tribe.
Oh, is that from you, Joe?
Yeah.
Bless you. No, we appreciate Joe, don't we, guys? He's the best. Right, okay, so we've got some nice messages there. Mir's in the house. He's saying congratulations. Thanks, Mir. Here's to another 200. Do appreciate it. I thought you hated us, Mir, to be honest. I thought you just came on here to jeer us. You know,
It's got to be a love-hate relationship, isn't it?
I think it is. I thought he came here just to tell me off for pronouncing Gia Miller's name wrong, or, you know, that sort of stuff. Hassan Terrell, let's roll up for another 200 preview. Eric Isaac, congrats on 200. So TNI fam, here's 200 more in the future. Melonhead, hello everyone. Happy 200th birthday. Almost none of you look a day over 60. Cheers, buddy. There you go. Happy birthday to the TNI Wrestling 200th. Lipster's there. Courtney saying, hey, happy 200th. Nice to see you as well, Courtney. Appreciate that. So, yeah. Oh, and Zach's with us as well. And he's saying congrats to 200. Oh, we really appreciate it, guys. Do you know what?
We're getting set up.
Go on, say that again.
The Bison says we're getting set up.
Yeah, we are. I think we are getting set up, definitely. Now, listen, have we got anyway? Should we let's do a message. Let's do a message from one of you guys just to prove that we've had a few in. So let's do a message. Have you got any lined up?
Yeah, pick a number between 1 and 5.
Well, let's go 5.
Okay.
Hey everyone, Ashley Rose here, but of course, as you know, you can call me Ash. I'm just here to congratulate Total Nonstop Impact UK for reaching a milestone in their show of 200 episodes. Yeah, I want to say 200. I almost said 300, but I'm getting ahead of myself. 200th episode. That's a huge milestone. Thank you again for everything you continue to do for the community of TNA Wrestling and Impact Wrestling. You've always been the voice of the community, and community, as I always said, is important. Once again, thank you again. Thank you personally for supporting me and my own goals, and of course, bringing me into your family at Total Nonstop Impact. Once again, congratulations to the team. Keep doing your thing. Keep supporting TNA Wrestling. Most of all, community is important. And thank you, of course, for supporting the two things that I love in the world besides TNA Wrestling. That's Motor City Machine Guns and, of course, music. So thanks again. Here's to 200 more. I'll see y'all around later.
Oh, look at that. Hey, Ashley Rose.
Nice.
Ashley Rose, she's lovely. And much better to look at than Craig. So,
debatable. I reckon me and Ashley Rose, we should meet up and see who votes for the best looking.
That is not an appropriate question.
You were gone.
Perfect timing.
Perfect. No,
I love this match.
That one is just for Ash. Just for Ash. That one being a Motor City Machine Guns fan. I think she's also
we've got
what?
Alex Shelley.
I was going to say it's Alex Shelley is her. Yep.
I can't wait for him to use that in WWE, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for people to come out and give him loads of shit and him to just stand there and just a few seconds just go, yup. And I want the crowd to go, yup.
Yep. Any more? We got who else? Let's go with number 1.
Uno. Okay.
What's up, everybody? My name is Hakeem Fullerton. I want to congratulate Bison, Joker, and everyone else associated with the Total Nonstop Impact podcast. Y'all are doing a tremendous job. Keep up the good work, and I wish y'all nothing but the best.
How about that?
Hakeem. Man.
Hakeem's not a legend.
Why does that ring a bell? He actually wrestles, doesn't he?
No.
He writes a lot about TNA wrestling and wrestling in general.
I swear, man. He's done a bit. He done some wrestling training a couple of years ago.
I don't know, maybe. But either way, he writes some fantastic article, and he's a big fan of the show. He does pop in from time to time. Because obviously,
thank you very much.
In the US, we are sort of kind of like lunchtime in the middle of the day. So not everyone can always join in all the time. But it's great that he does. And I must admit, his articles, I think, are fantastic. Some of the stuff he does with regards to TNA, absolutely brilliant. Hello, Undisputed Truth. Nice to see you. Ash is tough. There you go. Timing was great. Now, if you can get the Joe Hendrick clap down, we are all good. Yeah, fair dues.
Well, blame the 3-second lag on my lap between the laptop and everything actually going.
There's always that lag. I don't know. I try sometimes, right? I literally wait and then go, because to try and see if I can get it together. But we never quite make it, do we? We never quite do it. But there you go. Will TNA sign Zilla Zatu? I got no idea, mate. I'd love to know that. I would. About Jordan Grace, asked to reduce her time with the company. Not heard any of that stuff.
No, but her contract is up in January, so she'll wait out till then, and then be going then. I know. Speaking of Jordan Grace, she came to the UK over the week, and she's been doing some filming with Charles Crowley. The spectacular twat, the Imp of Pro Wrestling, one of the guys we've had on here, an absolute legend.
Legend of the UK scene, a legend of his own lunchbox. He is a true legend.
I just wish you could have seen Sebastian the Monkey, because he's awesome as well.
Yeah, Sebastian the Monkey does rock. Okay, let's go with number 3.
Okie dokie. Let's get the thing back up quick. Here we are.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to congratulate the entire TNI-UK fam on a superb 200 episodes, and here's the 200 more. Much love, fam.
Alrighty, that's Justin Miller there. He's a fantastic supporter of Total Nonstop Impact. I've met Justin myself in person in Chicago at the Chicago tapings a couple of years back. Great guy. I met his wife as well. She was really lovely. And I don't know if you noticed, but he was actually wearing a TNI t-shirt in that video. Did you notice that?
I know.
I did, yeah. I've seen something there.
Yeah, he was wearing the TNI t-shirt, which is fantastic. And that was designed by One of the Dead, I might say. That was one of our One of the Dead designs. So extremely, extremely good. So lovely to hear that. So have we got what we got? One more?
We got 2 and 4.
2 and 4. Right, let's go with number 4.
Hey, TNI UK Impacted fam. It's Courtney, aka Miss Nemeth, just making a simple video saying happy 200th episode. Also, my favorite episodes were where you had Alex Windsor and I believe it was Jake something. Anyways, happy 200th episode.
Oh, the lovely Mrs. Nemeth there.
Mrs. Nemeth.
Mrs. Nemeth offering us a good thing there. She mentioned, obviously, Jake Something was fantastic. And Alex Windsor, that was a while ago, that one. Cool, that was I think that was in year 1, wasn't it?
That was the first year. We started to do the UK talent. Alex Windsor was the first. And then we got Gary Ward. Then we got Charles Crowley. And
that's right.
It started to go from there. It was really, really good. We got oh god, it's so good there.
Absolutely, yeah. We've had some great guests over the years, haven't we? I mean, when you think about some of the we've had Jade Chung,
Lady Frost,
Alex. You said Alex Windsor, didn't we? I'm just trying to think now.
Alexa Nicole
was a good one.
Jake Christopher.
How can we forget Jake Christ?
No, I'm not forgetting Jake. I'm not forgetting Jake. I've not mentioned it yet. God, I was only speaking to him.
He'll jump on any second. Like, giving you some shit.
You never know. Give us some shit. So I haven't actually. I might send him the link in a minute. Say, have you got?
Mate, honestly, my funniest memory of Jake Christ is the fact that he was like, he goes, I went sober. He's like, Bison flew here to meet me and wanted to meet me in a pub.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. That's terrible.
Like, he's English. Like, what do you expect? It's all we know.
Pub, mate. It's just meet in the pub. What's the matter with you? Yeah, no, that was my bad. I didn't even think about that. Do you know what I mean? I just didn't. It didn't even cross my mind at all, which is really bad. And I apologise for that profusely. I do apologise. I'm just gonna see if Jake's around. I'll drop him.
Okay, I'll drop out the last video for everybody.
Go for it.
This is from Luke.
Hello, this is the Somerset Slammer, or Luke, as people call me in real life, and this is just a quick video message to say thank you to all the lads at the TNI, the Bison, the Joeker, and the LimpstarUK. I think you guys have been doing a fantastic job on this as a labour of love podcast. The work that goes into it, it's really appreciated, really, really is. I listen every week, normally just on audios, but sometimes I manage to catch the live stream. And I think some weeks we need that TNI sort of arm around the shoulder or hug, if you like, to sort of keep us positive about our TNA fandom, because some weeks you get sort of Meltzer might put a story out there that's not exactly true, and then you got all those sort of TNA haters doing their TNA LOLing online, making things feel a bit ominous. So when you listen to the TNI UK, it gets you back in the right positive mental attitude towards watching some more TNA. And here's to 200 more episodes. Massive thanks, and all the best. Thanks very much.
Oh, look at that. That was a fantastic. I love it. And that's Craig's friend, I believe. Is that your personal friend there, Craig?
I'm not sure if I do know him personally, mate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think we've had like 10 matches now, and he's winning 10-0, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a proper Somerset Slammer. Yeah.
He's proper slamming you down, is he? Giving you the slam down, the
yeah,
smack
I want to know where he was sat. He looked like he was sat on a plane.
I thought he was sat in a toilet. I thought he was sat on the toilet. It looked like
that was a seatbelt.
Yeah, but it looked like one of them old school
How bad's
things.
your shit gonna be? You got a belt up, ready for like,
oh,
it's a big one.
He needed that. He needed it to hold him on the throne, didn't he?
But no, man, that's a really cool message. I like how he mentioned, like, how we divulge on Meltzer and the TNA lollers.
Oh, it's always good
like
to just hashtag fuck Dave Meltzer,
We do
it's
like
just
those.
like I think like the way that the way he said it and that it was a good positive message, and like like I say, it was a pretty cool one. So thank you very much for that, Slammer. He was in his work truck. Oh, I see. Does your work truck have a shit in it? You got a belt into? I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I was a bit unsure, but that was a lovely message, and very much appreciated. Thank you ever so much, buddy. Really, really did appreciate that. So there you go, guys. There were some messages that we had from some of you guys, and we promised we would feature them on the show, as we did. So, it's always good getting some feedback from you guys, because it is important. At the end of the day, like I've always said, we do this show for you guys, so it is important. Now you can ask, what's that? J-Bone for a raise. You deserve it. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? If only we got paid. If only.
Yeah. I'm not doing it for the money, so.
Yeah, I'll ask him for a raise in time. How about that? He can have, can raise my time that I have to spend on the show. How about that?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so it was really, really appreciated messages. Thank you ever so much, guys. It really does mean a lot when we hear what you guys feel about the time and the effort and what we put into these shows. We do enjoy them. Don't get me wrong. We enjoy doing them because we get, as the three of us, we get to sort of kind of like chew the fat on the show that we love, and sometimes we get to call them out on things that aren't so great, but at the same time it's important to us that you get involved and you give us your thoughts, or you tell me how awful my pronunciations are of people's names and stuff. I do appreciate it, but there you go, look at that, a big thank you to Justin Miller there.
Thanks,
really
Justin.
nice. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated.
Oh, baby!
That's for you. That's for you, Justin. Just for you, buddy.
Oh man, Heath. I never want to see Heath ever again.
I've seen some stuff of him recently, and he's proper jacked up. I don't know.
Yeah, he's looking incredible.
I don't know why he couldn't.
It's amazing.
Why couldn't he jack up like that for us?
He was still coming back from recovering from injury more than anything. He was still recovering from that leg injury.
He's a people of the fans, mate. He's a wrestler for the fans. You know what I mean? He comes in from the crowd and attacks people from behind and stuff, and the crowd get behind him. He's one of them dudes. People love him for it. You must know that, surely.
Yeah.
And Punk doesn't miss Heath either.
I do. I really enjoyed what he even his shorts in TNA. It just made him look so much more better than he was in WWE.
To be honest, I forgot he wasn't even there. That's how much I miss him.
No, I was always really pissed off at seeing him being one of the jobbers in WWE, and you could see he had so much potential.
Okay.
Like Matt Cardona and Brian Myers, you could see these guys had huge potential, and it wasn't getting fulfilled. Or when they got a push, it was drops. They were just drops on the head straight away. They usually lost to someone like the Miz the night afterwards.
I often say this. You cannot tell me that they didn't give Cardona a decent run. I think he's not WWE champion material, is he? Let's face it, he's not. Right, so he got up to what? Intercontinental. He won a couple.
Yeah, he got the Intercontinental title and lost it the night afterwards to the Miz, which that was like one of the points where I just thought, "Fuck this!" Really did piss me off. And then they got bloody Jake Hager and Dutch Mantel going around fucking the Racist campaign.
That's a terrible talent. Jake Hager, what a shit personality. I mean, he was all right in the ring, but my God, he was a terrible fucking character.
I loved his in-ring stuff. Brilliant.
Yeah, he was good in the ring. I'll give him that. But what a terrible, boring character he was. But there you go. That's my thoughts on that person. Trouble is, WD have loads of decent mid-card types. Can't all get the limelight. This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Mid-Cardona and all that.
Mid-Cardona.
If you want to get a good match, you're going to get a good match out of Matt Cardona. Like you are. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. He's a proper in-ring talent. What he does, kind of like, I think some of the he's quite like. Do you know that segment a couple of weeks ago where they had him and Steph De Lander, where they had him and Steph De Lander in the ring and they were going at it. That was such a good promo. That is Matt Cardona at his best.
Yeah.
At that point, that was him at his best. I really like that. But former TNA Tetsuko Val is going to be making an appearance at Sunday's Shine Wrestling Show. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. She's also coming back when World of Sport Wrestling comes back too. She's going to be working there again.
Oh, that's all. That's cool. That's cool. But will she be like Matt Cardona? Always ready. Yeah. Do you reckon? I don't know.
Oh, that'd be cool. I can see Matt Cardona making an appearance for one or two matches because I know he probably wants to finish his career at WWE, but I can see him doing one or two appearances, to finish his tour of the independent scene. Would be cool.
Yeah, man. Definitely. And Mir, look, he likes scumbags in his moose voice. I like.
Oh
scumbags.
yeah.
Because I like scumbags.
There you go, Mir. Now you cannot say, Mir, that we don't look after you. You cannot say
he likes scumbags in his DMs.
I bet he does. So she works for Progress. Did you know that? You know, Koval worked for Progress. You know what?
No idea.
But that's fantastic.
No, I didn't know.
Oh, Zach Bonifer likes the Bullwinkle. Have we got that one ready available?
Oh, I'm trying to think what one that one is.
Just play everyone that you think it's not.
Yeah.
Oh God, we'll be here for a while.
Chuck any on. Just chuck some in.
Go on, just chuck some sound bites on for everyone to enjoy. Go on. Any. Oh, shots fired. That was a shots fired one.
Okay.
What else? What else we got?
Look at this dumbass.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's one for Craig. I like that
My
one.
boy Sammy.
No, that was one for me. So.
Look at this dumbass.
Who booked this?
Oh, who misses that dude?
Oh man, he should be welcomed back at any given time. Did you see that sketch he done with NWA?
The coke sniffing coke thing.
Mate, who thought that was a good idea on national TV?
That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea on any form of TV. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
Oh, man.
Have we got any more? What else have we got? Some we haven't seen for a while.
Okay. No, I heard that one last week, but let's give this one a go again.
Impact Wrestling!
Wrestling!
What else? What else? Come on. You can't end on a Scott Moore one. You can't end on Scott.
Because I'm sick!
That's a good one. There you go. Bonkers likes the lady saying, damn.
Oh, yes. We had ladies. ODB, we want to see her back in TNA soon.
They put some an ODB match up the other day, which is interesting.
BAM!
BAM! She's a. Oh, mate, come on! You can't tease a hardcore country. What's going on?
Hardcore country.
Ready? Yeah.
Did it play for you that time?
Yes, it did.
This is like it's like not working properly. The mouse pad. I need to get it sorted.
Mate, so if you've been seeing some of the videos that ODB's been putting out with regards to like her training regime and stuff,
yeah, she's looking incredible.
She looks really good. She's working hard.
She always looks fucking brilliant. But my God, you know, she's just double downing on everything now. Really, really getting herself.
Do you know the thing that I always think held ODB back was the character? Because she's a hell of a fucking wrestler.
Well, a lot of people say she can't wrestle, but I'm like, what are you talking about?
Nah, man.
Great.
Yeah,
she had one of her best matches. I thought was against Angelina Love. I think that was for the title. I can't remember, but my God, like it was just. It was like a slobber knocker, but she was like flying around the ring, like, you know, for a stocky girl as well. She was pretty, like, you know, pretty quick and stuff like that. But I always thought that her matches were entertaining and that. And I've always, like, to this day, I still hold a conspiracy over whether her and Eric Young or her and Cody Dean are actually split up.
You'd say she's one of the greatest.
Maybe they, Is she one of the greatest?
I am the f***ing greatest.
Subject to availability.
Oh, come on. Deanna is oh God, she's so good. I love Deanna Praza.
She was. I've not bothered. Like, I've seen some really, really bad Botchamania style match between her and Taya Valkyrie over on that Rich Boy show, and I just thought, oh dear, and then I've just not bothered since. It's weird. I prefer to watch her husband.
Would you? Yeah, Steve Macklin is the man. I've got a lot of time for Steve. Steve Macklin is the man, and I'm very, very excited with regards to Steve Macklin. He's doing well at the moment. He's doing really well at the moment. But yeah, so it's all going well. Hang on a second. As this is obviously the 200th show, have we got any actual requests? So I think the Deanna one was a request, wasn't it?
That was a request, yeah, and so was the ODB one.
Okay, we got any others? Have we got any others?
Barry, no PCO flashing the left one.
No flash. No, we've got no left tits being flashed anywhere.
Oh,
no.
Oh,
what?
I forgot there's something crossed to mind, and then I forgot what it was. Oh, we got a guest, by the way.
Oh, lovely. Who have we got to? Well, he's arrived. The Steve.
How you doing, Don? Isn't Odark? Because he's also owes my money.
There you go.
Thought I'd just pop in and say, well done, guys, for getting to 200.
Yeah, mate. But you were at the 100.
Yeah. Like
and you're on the 200 now.
Doesn't seem like yesterday, does it?
No, it doesn't, mate. Where have you been? We want to know where you've been. Where you been? What have you been hiding? What have you been doing?
I haven't disappeared. I've just been on AEW.
Oh, so you're stuck in catering.
I tell you what, right? Do me a favour then, Steve. Stand up, go behind you, grab that guitar, and Jeff Jarrett yourself.
Yeah, no, like I say, it's just that you think people have disappeared, but they haven't. But yeah, no, like I say, it's just things come up, don't they? Yeah. But no, like I say, I've been keeping watching you guys, and like I say, you've got a great chemistry going, and like everyone sort of said in the video clips, you know, that you're keeping things going really, really well. And like I say, you know, you keep the news going, and say you've got everything going really, really well. Like I say, keep things going smoothly, and like I say, who knows, 300 will be here before you know it.
Yeah, it will. But we still need to see you, Steve. You're still in our chat. You still get the link.
You got to pop in now and again, mate.
You have, mate. Yeah. You have. When you got a minute.
You're getting love in the chat there.
Yeah. No, like I say, I'll have a look at
Steve, the great one. See, the great one has arrived.
Oh, I can't take your seat, Bison.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. No, I'm only joking. So, but it's good to see you, buddy. It is good to see you. So, thanks for coming in and joining. Are you going to stay for a little bit, or?
Yeah, I'll stay for a little bit. Like I say, I got the time, but yeah, no, like I say, when you get into the show, like I say, I still haven't managed to keep on track of everything. I've purchased Slammiversary, but I still haven't watched it.
It's worth it, mate. It's worth
it. God. Yeah, it's a good show. Really good show. Yeah. It really is.
What's that Good Brothers clip?
Can you hear that? No? Let me turn it up for you.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one, right? Now, here's the thing, right? Talking about the Good Brothers, right? I don't miss the Good Mothers, but I do miss Doc Gallows. I love Doc Gallows. I mean, you know, ring-wise, take it or leave it, but as a character, he's brilliant. Like, he's so good. And some of the other things he does, things like that. I mean, come on. I mean, what a legend. What a legend.
Yeah, no, they're, what is it? They're, the stuff they did over in Japan, and that the IWP stuff was really good, wasn't it?
It was really good. All of that kind of stuff was well good. Hey, Paul, nice, thanks for joining us. Oh God, look, they're all coming in now. They want the Tasha clip now.
Oh yeah, Tasha Steels. Let's see.
We're going through some of the fun sound. There you go. Everyone's loving life right now. They look like they're loving life. It's awesome. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do then. So we've gone through quite a few of those. We've had a little chat with Steve. What we do need to do, though, is we do need to talk about actually some TNA, don't we? Because we've not actually spoken about any TNA yet. And that is what the show is about. Let's face the facts. That is what classic.
That's how I feel in the morning.
Yeah, that is a classic. Yeah, I remember when they were first doing the Wrestle House stuff. Right, I loved the Wrestle House. I thought Wrestle House is brilliant. Right, and that was one of my favorite bits. That was, I like, you know, the intellectual version of Black Taurus was brilliant. I loved it. I loved it. It reminded me. Do you remember that? I think it was Gremlins 2. Do you remember Gremlins 2? Back in the day. Gremlins 2.
Oh, love that film.
When they take that, like, they take that stuff and all those different potions, and one of them is like smart potion or something, and then the guy sits there with a pipe and he's reading through the books and he's like, oh yes, oh well, no, oh. And that's what they should have done with Black Taurus. Should have done that. Pipe and slippers with his book. And,
there was so much more they could have done with it.
Oh, mate. I loved Wrestle House. I thought it was a lot of fun. I don't know whether it should have been the way they did it. I think it would have been great if they'd have done it as like a Impact Plus special or TNA special or whatever you want to call it. Like in a couple of episodes, like over 2 or 3 episodes, but like couple of half-hour episodes.
Yeah.
And then obviously led that into the matches that they ended up having on. So if they had like an episode of that, and then that sort of almost led to a match, something led to a match that was then on the following Impact, I think that would have been quite cool. And then that would lead out, and that I thought that was good. I mean, the way they did Wrestle House 2, where they had them sort of zapping into the Impact Zone or whatever it was, that was during the pandemic, I think. Wasn't it? They zapped into the Impact Zone thing. That was funny as well. That was interesting stuff. But yeah, no, I love some of that character-driven stuff because I think it just shows like the fun that they can have with their own selves, their own characters, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it? You know, just about having some fun. Eli,
I'm just saying, Rosemary nearly married Bravo.
What?
Rosemary nearly married Bravo.
Exactly, but so shot him instead. No, wasn't her.
And Taya shot him instead.
That's right. And then went to jail up north. Still, at least you can say she went there for about 3 months.
Yeah.
She wasn't there long, was she? About 6 months, and then got released.
About 6 months, and then all of Vince McMahon's budget cuts came in.
That's it. But they gave her that stupid character. Like,
She wasn't happy with it either. So,
well, she tried to say she was happy with it. It wasn't until she left it she said she wasn't.
But you could tell she wasn't happy with it. So it's you went, but you just you know, you could just tell that she was not impressed. She was not happy with it.
Yeah. I'm going to address that. Barry Monkey's saying it about the way Impact dropped the ball on Black Taurus. He could have been a great X Division champion. Now, I don't disagree that he could have been a great X Division champion. I don't disagree that he's not a great wrestler. However, if you remember when we had Crazy Steve on, we talked about, you know, the situation with Black Taurus, and they said because he wasn't officially assigned talent, they didn't know whether they were going to have him from taping to taping. Now, they did have him quite a lot, and they used him really well when they had him, but they couldn't really put a title on him because they weren't 100% sure whether he would be able to carry that title through a storyline into the next set of tapings. So you know, and hence that's why Decay, as the pair of them, never got a tag title run either, because they would have been great tag title champs, wouldn't they?
Yeah. You know, we were bloody banging the walls for Crazy Steve and Black Taurus to walk away with gold for ages, and then Crazy Steve gave us the clear-cut explanation. So it was like, wow,
that's it. That is the reason.
They actually did take stock into everything and actually look at all the scenarios rather than just jump in head first and see what happens, like some knob in bloody wherever Tony Khan does.
Yeah. Well,
that's me trying to disguise who I was talking about and completely fucking it up in one sentence. So.
Yeah, there you go. But he, at the end of the day, though, like what I heard he said is true. I didn't hear it from him, but in some sort of interview or whatever, I never went and checked it out. But what I heard was true, where he said this storyline's so bad.
Yeah.
All about great matches. What a load of bollocks. I'm like, that is exactly why your number is far going down, because it is not about just great matches. It is about, you know, great storylines, great entertainment leading into the reason that you care about the match in the first place. You can't care about a great match. You can't go, yes, it was a great match. They had a great match, fantastic. But you need to care about the outcome.
Yeah.
To really get invested in it being a great match. You know what I mean? I think that's what they don't do.
What about you, Steve? You got like anyone that you think they dropped the ball with when he was watching?
Trying to think back now.
Santana and Ortiz Pentagon and Phoenix, the four guys they dropped the ball. Even the Pentagon and Phoenix, they went tag team goals eventually, but you didn't book them right for ages, and then they put them with Pac, which is a waste of opportunity for him too.
Is that true?
What?
Yeah,
they're leaving, aren't they? I think they're going to go.
Yeah, Pentagon and Phoenix are leaving, and they are most certainly going to go to WWE now. I think there's been teasers for it already.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to AEW, I think they've dropped the ball with anyone, haven't they? I mean, if you're not Chris Jericho, then no one matters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but no.
That wasn't. That would be. That's the biggest thing he's done.
That's a good call. If you know, I think that's someone that has left TNA and then has really done well for himself.
Yeah, Jesse Goddess is one of the guys who kept me watching. It's here for a lot of time.
You know, like when he started, he was green and needed work, and has really kind of done well for himself, and has, you know, if he came back now, could really do something.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think he's incredible. He's
absolutely incredible. I mean, I don't think his OVW works that great, but I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
But like I say, I think if given a bigger platform, he could then step up. You know, back when we had him, he was still green, still learning, but I think he's kind of done well for himself and, you know, pushed on. You know, again, given that bigger platform, he could now step up again.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, no, you might be right. I mean, I just don't want to see.
I'd love to see him in a match with Joe Hendry. You know, that would be awesome.
Who's that?
Yeah.
I don't want to see the bromance again. That's all I'm saying.
No, again, that was someone. I always thought Robbie E was overrated. I really did.
Yeah, he was a good wrestler, a really good wrestler, and I mean, he played the character really well. But I don't know.
I thought he got too much into the character.
You think? I think he was a character.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, yeah.
man. Taking it back to DJZ days.
Yeah.
Oh, I love DJZ.
Oh man, DJZ or Zima Ion. I liked him when he was Zima Ion. He was amazing.
Yeah,
absolutely. In fact, he posted something recently on social saying
his
he's very proud of his. Yeah, and he's very proud of his TNA work and stuff. You know, he was awesome. I had a lot of time for him.
Do you remember that American footballer lad that he retired?
Jesse Sorensen.
Yeah. Mad.
Yeah. Again, that's one of those where you look back on it, you think, well, you feel like TNA did all they could to help him. You know, they kind of gave him a backstage role and everything, and he kind of didn't want to do it. They sort of stood by him and did what they could.
Yeah, they did, and then he just sort of maybe the trouble you say that, but you know, you think about it, if all you've dreamed of being your entire life is a pro wrestler, and then that's taken away from you, are you going to stick around in pro wrestling?
Yeah, but I guess if they're not going to put you in the ring and then risk further injury and having that on their hands, you know.
No, of course, then, and that's what I'm saying. I totally agree. But as a you know, if you were that person that had put all that time and effort into it, you were getting that push because they were pushing him, they believed in him, and then all of a sudden it comes to an end. Even being given that backstage role, if all you really wanted to be is a pro wrestler, I think it'd be upsetting to be doing something backstage and not actually being able to get in the ring, knowing that you could do something special, you know?
Oh yeah.
Because he was very talented, very talented.
Yeah. I mean, I never saw much in Braxton Sutter, really. I thought he was quite bland. I mean, Rockstar Spud, I think they gave enough to.
I thought he did a great job with Rockstar Spud.
Yeah, it's when he was doing that humping thing. That air humping thing in the middle of the ring. That was absolute gold.
Jesus Christ. They put him in a like a first blood match or something, didn't they? Or
EC3's lucky for a majority of the time when I saw him, but he was you know, brilliant. He was just and he's the one that got pinned by King Maxwell. You know? How great was that?
He did the job. He did the job to the Hardy lad. But there you go. Look, Gibster. Braxton Sutter was awful. Yes.
Never really offered. Yeah,
it's such a WWE name as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Braxton Sutter.
Braxton.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like
but loads of people. Loads of people. Damien Sand.
Oh, I can't stand him. Damien
Sandow? Don't even start me. Or Aaron Rex.
Him. Don't like him. Hate him.
Yeah, what was... No, I don't know what he was going for.
No, when he changed his bloody outfits, it looked like he was basically wearing nothing.
Yeah.
So what the fuck was that?
Yeah, man. Some weird...
It was bad enough we were seeing Frog Eye.
Frog Eye. Let's go. I
don't
know what.
Hakeem's in the house.
Hakeem. Oh, mate, we just played your message, buddy, and it was very, very.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us, and you know, in this, you know, 200 episodes. I mean, come on, it's historic. It's historic, isn't it? 200 episodes. We'll look back at this show, at episode 300, and say, you know, episode 200 was just an absolute classic.
Episode 100 was an absolute classic.
Yes, 100 was a classic with all the talent that sent us messages. If you remember, we
Crazy
had
Steve, Jake Crest, Becca, Ashley Vega.
We had loads.
So good. Yeah,
we had loads.
Lovely.
And Gibster, Bram. See, now there you go. I agree. I think.
Yeah,
I loved him.
I love Bram. Brilliant. Bram was brilliant. I love the fact that he sounded like Sean Bean.
Yeah.
And I used to love it. I love it. I just wanted him to start
I'm
talking
gonna
about.
beat your ass. I'm gonna punch you in the head.
Yeah,
His
that's
head,
it.
if he looks like V Sandon look like Sean Bean, and you see his head get cut off pretty soon too, like in Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
maybe kill him.
Bram full on snogged Rosemary as well.
Yeah, lucky bastard.
Yes, he did. Do you remember that?
Sorry, Joe.
Oh, Jesus Christ. God, he really did. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Damn it. Lucky git. Anyway, Chris Maycock has just joined us. Hello, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
Hello.
So they're all joining tonight. Look at this. They're all joining. Yeah,
Yes,
Bram is still
Bram
in
is-
NWA.
Still in NWA. I think he's world
Obviously,
champion again.
Yes, Thomas Latimer.
Yeah,
That's his real name. Thomas
Yeah,
Latimer.
he's world champion again.
I
won
remember,
it at least
right?
twice.
Bram done a local show. And when I say a local show, I mean like it was. I'm in Torquay. He was in Newton Abbot, a tiny market town, right? And they've got a youth centre, and they had a wrestling show in there. And what I will never ever forget, and I will find the video at some point, and I'll share it in our chat. What I will never ever forget is the fact he got dragged outside, and he was wrestling in the flower bed. And just like, cars are driving past, and the crowd's just stood there, and people are slowing down. Like, is that a why is he in his pants? Why is there a man with long hair in his pants? What's going on? And then after the show, like, you know, it's all boiled down. I've gone a bit it's about 2 or 3 roads away. My mum used to run a pub in the town, and I went in there, and there's this guy in there with a bandana and a jacket on. It's only fucking Bram. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. That show was awesome. He was like, oh yeah, cheers, mate. So I got some selfies somewhere. That's when he was drinking back then. But I was just like, that was awesome. I was like, he goes, it's just business. It's just what I do. I was like, you've absolutely decimated that flower bed. it was absolutely fucked for about 4 days. And then the council were like, what happened here? What's going on?
They had fun. That's what happened.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is what I love about some talents. Like, you're not going to see Roman Reigns down your local, are you? Do you know what I mean? But you've got some wrestlers who, you know, especially with TNA when they do the block filming and stuff. You know, like in October, there was dates for like Moose and Eric Young and stuff like that. I've been keeping an eye out to see if there are any shows about, you know, because it would be cool to see them, you know. But it's just
locally?
the fact that they. Yeah, just like, you know, local to me, like as far as Bristol, as far down as Plymouth, something like that.
Yeah, man.
If they were on anything like that, then I'd make a point of going and seeing the show. But I think they're cutting it a bit fine now. I haven't seen anything.
I'm pretty sure Eric was in Bristol last week.
Well, that's me fucked then. I can't time travel.
You missed that one.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he was. If you'd have messaged me and said I'm thinking of going to see EY in Bristol, I probably would have jumped in the car and drove down and stayed at my mum's for the weekend and gone. And,
that would have been wicked. Brizzle is your shizzle.
Exactly, Brizzle is the shizzle without doubt.
Gert Lush.
It's Gert Lush and Brizzle, where the girls get their Brizzles out.
Lovely pair of Bristols.
lovely pair of Bristols. So it's,
sorry to completely alienate the chat. The Americans are like, what the fuck are they on about? What are they saying? I thought this was the 200th episode. What the fuck have I tuned into?
Tuned into great old-fashioned English banter.
English, British banter. That's what we've got going on right now. A bit of British banter. Anyway, and Gibster actually Gibster, aren't you from up north? Aren't you from up north, or are you Midlands? I can't remember. I think you're from up north, so you probably sound like Bram yourself.
Ooh.
I'm sure he'll let us know in the chat. I'm sure.
Send us
Norris.
note.
Norris has just joined us.
Hey, Norris.
Hey, Norris. How you doing, buddy?
Thank you very much.
What's this? Why did you put a Z?
No, I clicked on Norris's, and then as I clicked on it, the chat moved up, so it ended up opening the wrong bloody message.
Norris, that's controversy at its finest.
There you go. Very true. Very true. I like. What's this? Hard word. I like Bill and J-Bone, but you guys are better. What's that? You do a better job of covering TNA. Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. But there you go. Oh, there you go. Yes, Gibster sounds like Zach Gibson.
Didn't understand a word.
Yeah. What was that you're saying? No idea.
Didn't get a word.
No idea what you're talking about. You know what, right? I've got a confession to make actually here, right? Gibster came to speak to me at the Coventry show. I don't know if you remember, Craig. There was me, you, and Steve, and we'd gone ringside. We were down ringside. We were sat next to that guy. I think he was German or something, and he was doing some game or whatever it was. Do you remember he had that sign and he wanted a photo with me? Yeah. So we did that, and Gibster came over and started talking to me, and like he knew me. Like, I absolutely had no idea who it was, and it wasn't. And I'm like, yeah, mate, yeah, how's it going? Yeah, blah blah blah. You know, like having a proper conversation with this dude. I got absolutely. He doesn't know this. He's now finding out for the first time, and it wasn't until I think it was like the following week he turned up on the show again, and I looked at his picture of his face, and I'm like, oh, fuck me, that's who that was.
should we piss him off? Should we piss him off?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on then. How about that, Gibster? Do you like that? Do you want one?
Oh, I bet he loves it. I reckon he loves it.
Mate, honestly, the way they play, I want to fucking delete them sometimes.
Oh, he's now saying it wasn't him.
Oh.
So all this time, I thought Gibster was that dude that came and spoke to me in Coventry. He definitely looks like him, and it wasn't him anyway. Like, I'll tell you what, whoever that was that come and spoke to me at Coventry, like he knew me, right? You need to seriously...
It was me. What are you on about?
Well, that was you as well. But you need to seriously...
We have another guest, guys.
Okay. Oh. You need to seriously let me know in the chat who you were. Because, I have no idea, mate. I've got
Here's
no
the
idea.
guest.
Who we got? Oh, hey! Simon's with us. Simon.
Hello, guys.
From TNA.
Hello.
How about that? Simon from TNA Wrestling has joined us today. How cool is that? How are you, my friend?
Good, thanks, guys. How are you?
Oh,
fantastic,
mate,
thank you.
Good, thanks.
We've not really spoken about a lot, to be honest. We've just been reminiscing
a little bit
about our 199 episodes prior to this one.
Wow.
Banging out sound bites, and we've been talking to everyone in the chat and letting them talk to us. And we've not actually really anything current. Let's put it that way. We've not been talking about
a lively show.
Yeah, no, man. Well, I'm looking forward to watching it back. Unfortunately, I've been tied up doing kids' dinners and stuff until now. But I'm a big fan of the show. I try and catch every episode, especially after the pay-per-view views, like sharing the pay-per-view episodes with the team at TNA as well, so they can see what you guys have said, both good and bad. Usually good, but you pick us up when it goes wrong as well. So 200 episodes, though, guys. It's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a ride. It's been 4 years in the making, 200 episodes.
Wow, and then you barely miss a week. I don't seem to remember you.
Well, we never miss a week as a show. I've missed a couple. I think there was a couple where I was a bit unwell.
I'm making no comment.
There's a couple. Craig misses a few these days, but I think I probably missed a handful because even when I'm on holiday, right? I jump in for 10, 15 minutes just to, say hello and give my...
Oh, mate, don't remind me of that show when you and Joe didn't make it and you put me on with the American guys. That was insane. I was like, right, there's no script. We're just going to have like an hour and a half of me just talking cod shit about myself.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah, these things happen though, don't they, Simon? These things happen. It's just how you do it, right?
Exactly, man. But it's so exciting. We're big fans of the show. Bison's interviewed a few of our talent. They watch the show. I remember EY especially saying what a big fan he was of the show and how he told the other guys about it. So, what you guys do is noticed. It's so important to have these channels. And the fact that you've done it as a special, like UK focused as well, with UK guys on it is really appreciated because, UK really is the second home, maybe even the real home of TNA wrestling, right?
Yeah. Oh, I think it's a real home. I do. I think that the UK fans, although we're starting to come back, it's starting to build again. If you think about where TNA was when they were doing the tours previously, the amount of people that were packing into Wembley Arena, these shows were massive. They were bigger shows. Granted, they were rarities because it wasn't every single week going on or every single month something was going on in the US. But, we packed out Wembley Arena. There's no doubt about that.
Year after year.
Exactly, and there was I don't know how many fans get into it. I mean, you'll probably know more than I would, because Simon, because you were involved, obviously, in those tours as well, weren't you?
Yeah, they were just amazing. I think the most we ever had was 7,000 or 8,000 in Wembley Arena, 4 or 5 in Manchester, 3 or 4 in Scotland. You know, in the Hydro, we did the first ever live. Oh, thank you, Courtney. Hello, it was back to you. In Hydro, I think we had the first ever live TV taping that any company had done in Scotland. You know, we had Ultimate X match, we had hair versus hair match, we had lockdown matches. They were just really, really fantastic days. But what I love about you guys is that was like the real high point. And obviously, you know, we had the Hogans and the Flairs and the Stings. You guys have come on board after that, which is even more impressive. You know, you've been there for us through thick and thin. You know, I think, like, you know, when you've had management on the shows, people have said there were bad times and good times, and you've been there with us throughout. Like, it's easy to.
We've said on here before, we've got like there's so many people that we've got that, like, they come into TNA and, like, us fans were like, right, this is their time. So, like, you know, you got Moose and people like that. They can go on to other companies, but we saw their best years as that character. TNA makes the people who they become. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's a really good point. I still think, I mean, I love the work that all these guys have done in all the companies, but I think AJ was the best he ever was in TNA. Samoa Joe was the best he ever was in TNA. I mean, the Hardys in their later careers, I think, were the best they ever were in TNA. You know, those stuff in the Cardi compound was brilliant. Like you say, Moose. Now we've got Joe Hendry. You know, there's all these, you know, Gal Kim, Awesome Kong, Taryn Terrell. You know, you could just, I mean, this is more about 200th anniversary of you guys than TNA. But yeah, I think you're right. Like, all those, they're our guys, right? Even when you see them, even when I still see AJ, and I think I read the States had more matches in WWE than TNA, but I still see him, and he's my guy. He's the guy that I would sit backstage with, having chats with, and talking about wrestling, playing computer games. And now, you know, he's still our guy.
He's still the homegrown talent.
He is.
Yeah,
He's still our guy.
And as for like the knockouts, I say once you're a knockout, always a knockout. So same for like Diana Perazzo, same for Mickey James.
Exactly.
Wherever they are, they're still knockouts.
One thing I do love about the company as well, though, is like how, like, former managers and stuff like that have said, you know, we leave it as an open door. And when we've got, like, talents who don't burn their bridges and they come back, us as TNA fans are like, finally they're home. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've come back home to us.
It's amazing. I mean, yeah, even the ones that do burn their bridges sometimes come back. So it's awesome, man. I mean, the funny thing is, when I was doing media at the end of last year, like after the tour, obviously, I think we spoke about on this show, like, there were rumors about Punk and Ospreay and stuff like that. But media were also asking, like, about Monty Brown, like, when's he coming back? Like, people remember those characters, Elix Skipper. You know, if those two walked into the Impact Zone, they'd get as big a pop as CM Punk would, because we're fans of them.
I'd blow up, and I missed all their stuff in the time years, but I've seen just the highlights of Elix Skipper doing the cage walk. That alone got me hyped into wanting to see more of him. And Monty Brown's incredible as well.
Yeah. I just love seeing those guys back. And you're right, it's just that open door. You never know who's going to turn up. It's awesome.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's great. And I think the way that they are starting to, I mean, if you think about the way that we now got these relationships between different companies and stuff, TNA was doing that, like, you know, 15 years ago, although it didn't quite work out at the time. There was a bit of an issue with Ring of Honor, and then there was a bit of an issue with New Japan with old management and all sorts of bits going on at the time. All those things now have been rebuilt. The bridges have been rebuilt. They're starting to build that relationship again. And hey, you know, why does talent have to be signed to one company? Like, you know, yes, I'm not saying, you know, don't come in and sign a contract for 2 years and exclusively be with TNA. That would be awesome. But I like the way they've done things recently, like the Mustafa Ali stuff. Now, you know, you bring Mustafa Ali in, you give him a 6 to 8 month run where he's got this specific storyline mapped out. This is what we're doing. This is how we're going to do it. And we're going to build it. And we're going to do this on this, this on this, this on this. And off they went. And they did an amazing job with him. Absolutely amazing job. Yeah. And you cannot, you know, deny that when he then finished his, you know, run with TNA at that time, he's still on the roster page. I've got to add, they've taken lots of people off and put other people on, and he's still there, right? So I'm not saying he's gone. I think, you know, he could be back.
Someone's like, quick, Send a text.
Yeah.
Bin him off now, quick.
Get it off.
Get him off.
Update the website, guys.
I'd love to see him and Bailey have one more go at Bound for Glory. If Bailey's looking for an opponent, that would be a great match there.
I just think they did the right thing with it, because sometimes you can have a talent and you can get totally invested in something, and then that storyline which you're totally invested in, which was awesome, you can then go into something else, but you're not going to necessarily gain that same amount of fire the whole time. So they go off for a little bit, and then 6 months down the line, they come back and they do another 6 month run of another storyline, which has been really well put together, worked out, so that you can get fully invested in it, and you can follow that storyline all the way through. And
I'm totally with you. I followed Macklin over to Wrestling Revolver, Sammy's company, and that. I followed him over there to see what he was doing there, because I'm a big Macklin fan. And then he was doing this stuff in TNA, and then this current thing that he's doing with EY. I'm just like, where the fuck's Sammy? But I'm like, I'm just like, there's stuff that's going on with Macklin and stuff. I'm just like, to see that genius like storyline and how they portray it and stuff like that. It's such a great time for wrestling, especially to be a TNA fan and to see our talents on other shows.
Yes,
if you can call them our talents, a bit like you said, Bison. But just like, it's just such a great time to be a fan, and I'm here for it.
The only thing I find frustrating though at the moment is the way that there are people out there now that are saying that the success that we're gaining in the US right now, or the success that is starting to build, is all because of
other companies,
and that's not the case at all, because that momentum had already started. It was already starting to grow. We weren't involved with WWE in January.
You got to look at those people, though. Who are the people saying it? Do they bear any weight, or is it just some Tom, Dick, and Harry on an X account? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
It's always usually some
just trying to say, oh, well, we're going to complain for the sake of complaining.
I am here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no doubting that the NXT WWE relationship has helped the momentum, and it's probably made it get a bit quicker, maybe sooner than it was going to.
Amazing for exposure, but let's not go back a few shows and see me having a meltdown about it.
No,
God, no.
It's not. No, this is terrible. This is terrible.
I think.
But then you got to look at it for
great guys to work with. So.
Yeah,
you're going to get professional.
What is your thoughts on the way this relationship with WWE is building, Simon?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great, isn't it? I mean, you're seeing these guys that we're massive fans of. What I find really interesting is Jordan Grace is in the Rumble, or Joe Hendry's on NXT. The fans know who they are. They're singing along. All these people that say, oh, yeah, I don't watch TNA, I don't know TNA. Well, why are you singing along to Joe's theme tune? Why are you dropping bigger for Jordan Grace than any of the stars that you follow every week? So I think we've really proved that TNA is on the map. And I think it's been positive for the company. I thought the stuff we did with AEW was positive for the company. I think anything that gets our name out there is a real positive. I think that certainly you're right. Like, we've been building this success ever since sort of Anthem took over, slowly regaining a fan at a time, and certainly being part of this relationship has helped as well.
Yeah. So who was it that you mentioned just then as part of the NXT sort of takeover stuff, or the NXT stuff there? Who's it you mentioned?
I can't remember. Say his name.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh, damn it.
He's trademarked that now, and he's going to have a lawsuit against us immediately.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Get your money's worth. Keep doing it.
So one of the best things I've worked on last year was the PR around that song. It was incredible. Like, me and Joe really worked on it together. He was in the NME. He was on BBC Radio. Like, he was absolutely everywhere. He was in all the tabloid press. The Sun, the Star, Metro. I've been
playing it in DJ sets and trolling people in nightclubs.
Yeah, exactly. So people know, right? Even in the nightclubs, they know. Like, that was just such a really cool thing to work on, and it just shows, like, I helped with the PR, but that was all Joe's idea. He got it off the ground. I'm sure you listen to the interviews; he tells you the whole story of it. It's just incredible how he did. What an absolutely incredible talent! And it's not just that, like, what a lot of people did, and I started doing, was going back and looking at all his old songs, not just the ones in TNA that we know.
Yeah, I love
all the stuff on the indies.
Yeah, the Queen stuff he did, I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, TNA at one point put a video out with every single video that he'd done in TNA at one point, didn't they?
Yeah,
amazing. No wonder our YouTube subscribers are up to 5 million. Then I think you know, like that's another huge success, right? 5 million people subscribe on YouTube. It's just
And then you took away the insiders. What was that about?
Yeah, that's I don't really work on the digital side of things, but I do know that really. Like you've seen the investment in TNA Plus, right, guys? I know Bison talked about this before. Like one of the big fan complaints previously was the actual mechanism of the app wasn't great. We're working with Endeavour now; it's a fantastic app, and it's just that all the resources are going into that really, and just trying to make that the best user experience possible.
I mean, I think it totally makes sense. I mean, you don't want to have. I mean, you can't have like hundreds of digital. Ways to watch the show because at the end of the day you can't monetize everything. Now I've talked about this before. The wrestling business, TNA, is a business. That's why it's called the wrestling business. And at the end of the day, you can't go around complaining that we're not signing talent or we're not paying this person and we're not paying that one, we're not getting that one. They can't afford this person. If you don't pay to get these guys, if you don't pay for the product, at the end of the day, so they have to find revenue streams where they can maximize that revenue so that they can give us. The glitzy production value. They can pay a little bit more money to get in a bigger name talent. They can do these great, fantastic promos like they've done for. They've changed their name now. I was going to say Xia Li, but it's is it Lei
Ling-Li?
Lei Ling-Li or whatever it is. Yeah, right. Okay, so. That is amazing. That stuff is absolutely brilliant. They're proper going for it with her, right? And all that kind of stuff doesn't come cheap. It's not something that you just, you could just. I know because when I've gone out and got promo videos done for my business, I know how much I can be paying like £1,000 for like a minute clip.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so imagine how long, when you're talking about the production value that these are being put together at. The people that that are actually putting this stuff together, the amount that it costs to do this. You're talking
it's worth
thousands of
mentioning
pounds.
how much the production value has gone up as well. There, the quality of TNA now is so damn good. Like you watch some of the skits, but it's like watching like a trailer for a movie. Do you know what I mean? It's so honestly, it's one of them things where like. I'll say it like even if Bapinda Gusha came on screen or whatever, I'm not walking off and making a cup of tea. I'm enthralled. I want to see it.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I'll pass that on to the guys in the back because they've put a lot of time, a lot of effort into it. And they're the unsung heroes, right?
Yeah. We love it. Well, the production value has gone up so much in recent months. It's crazy. The last set of tapings, the lighting was fantastic, whether it be front or backstage. Yeah. One of the most important things I think is improved when it comes to the show as well is the camera angles are not so frantic and they're much more steadier. Whoever the crew is are doing a great job there. And also the color from front to backstage doesn't change. So like, you're talking about things like the whites and the reds and all the different, it's all the same.
Very specific.
So it is because you can adjust when you're putting your production together, you can adjust the colors within your video to where you want it to be, how you want it to be presented. And sometimes over the years, the difference that you have between the in-ring action in terms of the color that you're getting is much more higher definition, for instance, and the coloring is similar from camera to camera around the ring. But then you go to backstage, and either the cameras aren't quite as good quality, or the production of it they haven't quite got.
Filming on a bunch of GoPros.
Whether they're doing it, it's not matching up. So now, from a production point of view, whether you're in the backstage segment or whether you're, around the ring, everything matches.
It's just so much more seamless, so much more of an attractive product. Do you know what I mean? So it's like when you show your friends something like that, they're like, oh wow, do you know what I mean? Because it is top quality. And like, you know, I know that we haven't got the cash influx like maybe NXT and stuff like that have, but my God, the product that we've got is on par. You watch it and it is that.
If not better, I think it's better.
I will say it's better because obviously I'm a TNA fan, but I would say like even if you're showing someone a clip of Joe Hendry's match with Ethan Page the other week, or if you're showing him like, you know, with him doing the wish cat angle thing in TNA, it's on the same screen. It's got the same value. Do you know what I mean? It's just so much better to watch these days.
It's easier to watch.
Yeah, and like I say, a lot of time, a lot of effort. The amount of effort, like now when they book a venue, you know, there's so much they need to know where the lighting's going to hang. All of this, which does limit the sort of amount of venues you can go into. But you know, they've really heard that fan feedback. You know, one of the things I hear a lot is like, you know, I think like the fans. You know, like you say, the talent and going on talent, the fans know that that's part of TNA. We support the talent wherever they go, all these different things. But I think the one thing that fans said about TNA that did really resonate was the production's not as good as it could be. And these guys have spent a lot of time and effort. They're the unsung heroes. I'm going to pass that feedback on. Maybe some of them are watching the show now. Maybe they're probably looking at venues at the moment, sorting out lighting, all that. But yeah, I think it's brilliant. And it's good that it's really good that it's noticed, not just by like the hardcore fans, by like yourselves, but like you say, so and so on X. I just tuned in TNA. It looks different to how it did 5 years ago, which is really what we want to hear.
Yeah. I think he looks way better. And I think, you know, like for instance, if you were to take the most recent set of tapings in that where was it? I've forgotten where it was.
San Antonio.
That's it, San Antonio. Great venue, really lovely venue. You got those deep stands across the back, looks fantastic on TV. And then if you took that produced set of shows and you showed that to you know, any prospective TV channels in the UK, any prospective wherever, I think they'd be impressed. I think they'd be impressed with that. You know, and the fact that you've got a lot of people, you know, the amount of people that they've got in the stand would look impressive. You know, watching the shows, just in general, the production value of it, they'd be like, you know what, maybe this is worth a look at.
It's right across the board, though. It's so not just visual, though, is it? It's like you look at like taking the camera backstage. You look at the stuff with Masha and the Hardys in the last show. The quality of it and stuff like that. That like just the camera, the script, if you will, and like the whole interaction. That you felt like you were there. Do you know what I mean? It's such a better quality show than it was back in the day, and like you know, it's just only going to get better.
Bison makes a good point about the TV side of things. So towards the end of the Dixie Carter regime, which I'll always say, I feel that, you know, working for TNA at the time, it was incredible. We got like there was so many highs in that time, but towards the end, when the money was running out, the production values really sunk, and what the TV companies always fed back to us was, you know, like, this doesn't look like a great TV show. These men and women are probably in their 50s. They know nothing about wrestling. They don't care who's headlining the show. They're not saying, oh, that was only a 3-star match, guys. What they're saying is, you know, it doesn't look like a TV show anymore. So that's why it's so important to get that right. More than anything else, more than the talent, more than the match here. You know, the story, we want the fans in, the stories have to be good, but Bison's right. If we want to take it to the next level, that's where it is. And that is an investment. And like Bison was saying, and I think probably does a better job PRing than I do with what he said earlier. I thought it was actually fantastic. You know, fans support us, and we can do that. And we all want to see the company grow, right? And we need that investment from fans, whether that's buying TNA Plus, coming to the shows, whatever. We're still a more budget-friendly alternative than some of the bigger companies, but, you know, we need the income so we can really expand and build and get those things. And I think that's really interesting that, you know, we do get fans like, I want you to sign Will Ospreay, I want you to sign Mercedes, all these people. But more than that, fans will say, I want the product to look great. I want to sit down with my kids. I want to sit down with my partner. I want my parents to come around. I want them to see a great show on that TV.
Totally. And they don't realise how much that costs to improve it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think it's important that the way the whole thing is produced. For me, the only thing that's missing now, thank you, Ash, very much appreciated, is a bit of pyro. We need some pyro, don't we? Let's give it
the licensing on that, mate. It's
I know.
Such oh man, yeah.
But
I get
it's the one thing now that they lack. See, they've got everything else, and it's that tiny little bit of, you know, a little. Maybe we could just get we could sign Gilbert, right? We could sign. Gilbert, he can walk around with his sparklers, and that'd be enough. That'd be just walk around with the sparklers. It'd be great. It'd be great. Anyway, that might have gone over a few heads. I don't know. Does anybody remember that?
I didn't want to throw any comment on what you just said.
Does everybody remember?
I'm an old school fan. I remember Gilbert. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to. I don't want to.
I thought he was.
I
great.
remember. Yeah.
But do you remember that skit where he come walking out with the sparklers and everything, taking a piss out of Goldberg? That's what
we got this guy again.
We have somebody else, guys.
Oh, we've got another person joining us.
Oh my God.
Oh, the legend has arrived. Oh, and he's got
that again.
Someone...
There we go. That's how we appreciate stars on this show. Thanks for stopping by. See you later.
No, I've double clicked it by mistake. You're in, Jake. Sorry about that.
Where is he gone? Here he is. Here he is. The legend is back. He is. This is our biggest guest. Jake comes on a regular basis.
Yeah.
He thought, he's like 200 shows. He's like 200 shows. I've got to be on the 200 show. I was on the 50. I was on the 100. I've got to be on the 200 show. Here he is, Jake Chris, everyone.
I can't miss these milestones you guys keep having. Congratulations on 200.
Oh,
thanks,
mate.
man.
Thank you.
It's so cool. It's so cool. We've got Simon with us as well, Jake, from TNA Wrestling UK. He obviously in charge of the promotion of TNA in the UK. So he joined us as well.
Yeah. So, good to see you again, Jake.
Hey, what's happening?
Good to see you, mate.
So it's good to have.
Good to see everybody. I had a couple minutes. I was just having lunch on my route. I have a huge route today. I'm actually in these big ass Prime vans. Yeah, boy.
Boy.
As everybody knows, Jake does have a shoot job, and he is a delivery driver for Amazon. And he loves it. You love the roads, don't you? You love it, don't you, mate?
I absolutely love it. It's what keeps me grounded. It's what keeps me humble.
Prime time, Jake
Chris. Makes me a part of, makes me a regular person.
And there you go.
Just
that's it.
Like each and every one of you beautiful people.
There you go. See, that
Craig's
just come
How
up
long
with
you guys been going today?
Oh, already about an hour and 15 minutes, Jake.
And we've not started the show yet.
Oh my goodness. So
we literally haven't.
No, I think we switched to US format for us today.
We switched to US format. The US TNI show that just runs for hours and hours.
Yeah, I'm in a really bad
should be done by Friday.
Indiana. I'm in Indiana delivering packages.
Oh man, Indiana! I like Indiana.
Yeah,
actually. It's a beautiful state.
Fun day.
How much corn have you driven past, Jake?
What was that?
How much corn have you driven past today?
Oh.
Lost his signal.
It's all right. No worries. But it's great to have Jake on the show. He likes to pop in from time to time and say hello to everybody. And I love Jake. He's such a good guy. Got so much time for him. And I've met him, as everybody knows. I have met him a few times now, and he's a great guy. But Simon, I think you've got a shoot.
Yeah.
And but it's been great to have you on the show, buddy, and we really appreciate every time you pop on and see us. All the stuff that you've done for me personally, I appreciate it, and I appreciate that you guys do listen to us, and you spread some of that feedback as well. And we do try our hardest to be as objective as possible. There's, like you say, there's no point in just going around slagging stuff off. If you're going to say something negative, have a positive with it, or at least try and give a solution, or even if, do you know what I mean? Let's not just be negative about everything, because it's not everything's perfect.
No.
But
Exactly.
you know, you don't have to be mean and nasty about stuff. You know what I mean?
Hey, TNA might not be perfect, but ain't fucking far off, mate. Let's be honest.
There we go. That is like, put that on the poster. Remind me of the time code of this. I'm going to take a clip. Send me that clip. I'll put it on and I'll do a post saying your 200th birthday. Look, congrats again, guys. 200.
Cheers, man.
I want to be on the 300 with Jake. I want to be on the 400, the 500. Just keep me posted.
Yeah,
Thanks
man.
again for everything you do. It's so appreciated. And see you soon.
Take care, dude. Cheers,
You too, guys. Bye-bye.
Wow, how about that, guys? So we not only did we hang on a second, Jake is messaging me now.
Hey, thanks to Mark Andrews for the $5.
He's saying unfortunately, the internet was really bad, but he will be coming on soon. Love you all. All right, he'll come on again soon, guys. But it's all good. But thank you, Simon. You are an absolute legend, and
wonderful.
We do appreciate you coming on. And he comes on and puts us over, don't he? He puts us over.
Oh man, that was amazing.
That was brilliant. That's so nice.
Ash wants to be on 313. Okay.
What's that? I'm missing something.
I guess is that show 313?
Oh, okay. Of course. She needs to be on show 666.
Oh, is that in Detroit? Is 313, or am I going to 8 Mile territory? I think I'm.
I have no idea.
Not sure.
But 313 sounds good. I should be good on 666 as well. 666 and 3.
I really wondered what you were going to say then.
Is it 444? No, because 444 is an angel, right?
We're just throwing out pin codes.
I have no idea.
I don't know. 1969, something like that. I don't know.
I mean, if you get to show 1969, then that's impressive.
That would be awesome.
I'll be like 50s. Well, coming up the mid 40s by then, probably early 50s.
All right,
yeah. Look at Taylor Jones coming on. What's this all about? What happened to Mobile Shearer? He needs to be back in TNA. You know, we don't need none of this crap.
Oh, someone had to do it. I bet that's your burner account, isn't it? You've just typed that to yourself.
I have, mate. I have.
Just
I keep
so you
sending
could...
Is it Odark? Because he's also owes my money?
3-1.
It's the area code for Detroit. There you go.
Yes. Thanks, Norris.
That's true. That's great. I'll tell you what, Ash, you are welcome to be on the 313 review. How about that? We will get a review of BFG and we can get Ash Rose on. Wow, come on. It is Motor City, though, isn't it? Yep. You know, I think that would be great. But, guys, it's been a fantastic show. But I think we need to talk about some TNA. But, I mean, as the time's gone on, I think what we'll do is we'll go straight into what's coming this Thursday. Should we? Should we just go straight in and have a look?
I would say so.
I know we're missing a few things out. I mean, Spartanburg's coming up this weekend. There's some good matches that have already been advertised for that.
The Hardys are doing a massive tour for around Spartanburg. Really pushing it.
So
I just want to throw in that Mike Santana and JDC Texas Deathmatch. That is by far. That is how Dango keeps a contract. Holy shit, I did not know he was capable of that.
Oh, mate, that was an amazing match.
And amazing respect. Because I thought when he had that weird like Russian guy and he was doing all that other stuff and then he kind of disappeared, then he came back and I thought, what the fuck's he bringing to the system? Oh my God. Yeah. There's the sacrifice that he made during that match, that he's got my eternal respect. That is one dude who is in that company for the long run.
Yeah,
they've got the full match uncut on TNA Plus. I've not seen that yet. I did watch Impact yesterday, so I missed. But when it came after the commercial break, and both of them are a bloody mess. And then I saw how long the match was on TNA Plus. It's like, wow, you can see why they had to cut that out. Because my God, they were just like, it was a crimson mask on both sides.
It was crazy. It was insane.
The ending was like a shout out to Bye Bye Massacre 3 as well. When I saw that, the first person that crossed my mind was Jake Chris and Mike Santana. This from throwback Friday to Bye Bye Massacre 3 was to my response when I saw the replay on the following Friday. It's like, wow, it was brilliant.
No, and then moving on to the Joe Hendry thing, the feud that he's got going on with Kaz. Like, who do we think's who's gonna pip that? Because I'm going to be the unpopular guy. I think Kaz is going to pip him, you know?
I think Kaz is, and I think Joe Hendry is going to win the coil shot gauntlet and then either insert himself into the match, or if Kaz wins the title, he'll cash it in. but I don't think he'll do a moose. I don't think he'll do a moose. So I think if Joe Hendry wins, he'll insert himself into the match at least. But I think Kazarian.
Really wonder where you're going to say he was going to insert himself in.
Yeah. Great, come on, get the mind out of the gutter, son.
Lower
Get
it.
your mind out Lower the tone. Love it, Joe. You're on form today, buddy, or was that you, Simon? Was that you?
That was me.
It was. I thought for a minute there Steve had gone and got himself in there and started throwing some stuff in, but no, it's going well. Okay, so this Thursday we've got we're going to hear from Josh Alexander. Of course, we had that promo this past Thursday where he was talking to Sinner and Saint. I mean, are we a possible faction there? We'll have to wait and see, but we're going to hear from Josh. We've got Heather Reckless versus Zaya Brookside. So that's a fresh matchup. I don't think we've seen that before, right?
Never before. No. This is going to be good. And Ash by Elegance is also going to be watching too. So if she impresses her, she might get her elegant makeover.
Yes, of course. That's what that's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
We then got Laredo Kid versus Jonathan Gresham advertised.
That's going to be a banger.
Yeah. But I didn't see whether it was masked John Gresham or whether it was unmasked John Gresham.
I reckon we're going to find out a bit more about that in that match.
Yeah, definitely. We've got the debut of Lei Ling-Li, which we've all been looking forward to. I think the build to her appearance is going to be fantastic.
And she's going to be wrestling Johnny Swinger. No, imagine though. That'd be hilarious.
You guys swing?
I'll tell you what, the classics are coming out today.
Mate, you're on fire.
You're on it today. You're on it today.
Steve, I'm not that quick.
Well done, Steve. Good lad. Let's get you both on it. And of course, we've got wonderful. We've got Mike Bailey, Kushida, and Leon Slater versus ABC and Zachary Wentz.
Wow,
that's gonna be a banger.
Wow.
I'm excited to see that one.
I love
any match that involves Leon
How
Slater.
high is Leon Slater going to go in this match?
Any match that involves
him and Wentz are going to try and outdo each other in terms of who can go the highest. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing.
It'll be brilliant.
I know a couple of 2 or 3 weeks ago, people were complaining, where's Leon Slater being? Well, he missed a set of tapings. He's back with a vengeance. So that's going to be a cracker, that one. We've got Jordan Grace and an NXT mystery partner versus Rosemary and, of course, NXT's own Wendy Chu. And again, those Rosemary fresh off a win yesterday on NXT. And just quickly, I want to talk about, as we mentioned, Wentz as well. The Wentz and Wes Lee promo session. Oh, my God. That was fantastic.
That was really emotional, really intense.
Very good. I enjoyed it a lot, and that was great. Well put together.
Myron Reed and Shane Miguel were doing a great job pushing it on Twitter as well. They really like oh my God, this is going to explode.
I'm not sure what you're on
so
about.
much history between them.
Is this NXT?
Yeah.
Right. I had to go check it out clearly.
Yes, no, it was a very good. They had Wentz in one room, and then they had Wesley in another room, and they were doing like an interview thing. And they were, I think, before it's supposed to have started, they basically had an argument, shall we say?
Yeah.
And then Wes then went mentioned Wentz's fiance Gigi, and he's a dope. And I loved it. Do you know what I loved about it? It was the quote of get my fiance's name out of your mouth. What's his name? Will
Smith.
Yes, the Will Smith incident. That's how he did it. Get your fucking honestly. That's how.
Yeah.
Get my
I need to go check this out.
It was really good. And then all of a sudden he puts his shit down and goes to find Wesley, and then they sort of kind of find each other and end up with a big. Oh, it was good. It was really good stuff.
Nice.
So really worth checking that out anyway. But Frankie Kazarian versus Joe Hendry, #1 contender match. I think this is going to be a match to watch. I'm assuming that this is going to be the main event. I honestly, I'm really looking forward to this match because I said his name at the end of the day. I just cannot wait for this match.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yes, we did it! That was together,
on the 200th
right?
show. On the 200th show.
That was together,
right? I'm pretty sure most of you are in sync. I think I was probably out of sync, but never mind. That's nothing new there.
Steve's lagging.
Oh, mate, I thought that was really good. But anyway, right, okay. So I held, and then I went. I think it was just together. Okay, right. So I think it's going to be a great match. I'm really looking forward to it. But if you haven't seen the highlights of the TNA or NX TNA stuff, go and check it out because it's good. It's really good stuff. But I think either way, tomorrow night is going to be absolutely fantastic. It really is. But guys, episode 200. I think that's all we've got time for. It's sad. It's
off.
Talking about Rich Swann, he is looking great. He's been releasing some fantastic
How
videos.
did you get from fuck off to Rich Swann?
Rich Swann is in it. Rich Swann is in
right, okay.
He's in the background.
Really?
You've stepped over the line now. You've taken
off.
Okay.
There you go.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Hannafin sounds like Joker's thing. You can't unhear it.
Yeah, no, you're right. He does. Also, if you want to show your support for TNI UK, just like several others I've done today, then please feel free to super sticker us or head over to prowrestlingtees.com/Total Nonstop Impact for some great shirts, or head over to our exclusive Spreadshirt merch store. Of course, links below. As always, make sure you check it out. All TNA shows are available to all of you listening on the Go Fans audio only via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you list your favourite shows. We are there. Where can we find you on the socials, Joe?
Oh God, here we go. You can find me on Twitter and shit. I forgot. I actually forgotten how it bloody goes again. Oh Christ!
Sanity.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter by looking up for at JOK Empty Space, or you can jump onto Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Look for #Empty Space, #Into the Void, or if you fancy to tickle to your taste buds and your sense of humor, #Daily Giggle. But approach it, never mind. You just might keep your sanity.
Sanity.
How about you, Steve? What about you, buddy? I hope you're going to come back more now. I do. We miss you.
You can find me only over on the Twitter at SimplySteve311. I say I'm back on there a little bit now, so yeah, just look for me over there at SimplySteve311.
Okay, fair. And what about yourself, Limpstar?
It's LimpstarUK on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and it is Network Stooge for whatever reason, because I still haven't changed it. I still haven't logged in on X, but I will be about it at some point. And I still need to upload that video that I done of me playing live in a nightclub, and I dropped Joe Hendry during a set and completely bewildered everyone there, to be fair. It's like an absolute troll video. It probably, in one sense, it kind of backfired for me, but it was just hilarious for myself and Jimmy, because we knew that we were doing it and what it was all about.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
But I will upload it, and I'll share it in the group, etc.
That would be good. I think we can share it on the show next week. If you upload it to Joe,
Yes.
we can get it on the show next week.
Be a hell of a soundbite.
It will.
Yeah. Oh my God! Do you know what? If the DJs that whose music I played dropped in, they'd probably be really pissed off. So that'd be brilliant. Get that live online.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. Okay, so if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about TNI, if you've not tuned into us before, we are available on socials at We Talk Impact on X, on Facebook, on Instanet, wherever any of the socials. At We Talk Impact is where you'll find us. If you want to find out a little bit more about me, at Lord Bison 45 on the X, and on TikTok at Bison by Design. go and check me out on there. I do inspirational fitness videos and stuff like that. So go and check it out. Please take the time, though, to help us out on moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. Yeah. And if you're new to us and you like what you see, then please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget, of course, once you've done that, to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or of course a smash, to never miss any of the great TNA related content coming out each and every week from, of course, us here in the UK and, of course, them over in the US. And we now do, we've got the TNA show on a Tuesday. On a Mondays are quite often we put some interviews out and stuff like that. On a Wednesday, of course, it's Impacted. On Thursday, we've got the TNA Impact review show. So make sure you go and check all of that out. Of course, we do reviews. And we do what? We do all sorts of stuff, reviews and previews and all the rest of it. Just get involved. Thank you so much for joining us on episode 200. It's been a big celebration. We've had a lot of fun, and it's been great spending that time with you. A big thank you, of course, to Simon from TNA Wrestling, Simon Rossing, for coming in and speaking to us. And, of course, the surprise visit, of course, of Jake Christ as well. Even though it was short, it was very sweet. And hopefully we'll get him on the show again very, very soon. But, guys, with all of that said...
And Steve. Don't forget Steve.
Oh, of course, Steve's here as well. Steve's part of the fam. Steve's part of the fam.
Yeah. And everyone that sent their videos in.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I forgot that. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. I can't remember everything.
It's been such a show, man. Such a show.
Yeah, it's in fact, thank you to Hakeem, Luke, Justin, Courtney, and Ash Rose. Thank you for your videos. We really do appreciate that, you guys. And like I said at the start of the show, and the messages at the top, if you go to the top of the chat, this whole thing has been an absolute godsend. You know, it took me from a very, very dark place in life to 4 years of some of the best stuff I've done in 30-something years, nearly 40 years. So it's been absolutely incredible.
You're welcome, Joe. You're welcome. No, it's been great. Thank you very much to everybody who watches, tunes in every single week and gets involved in this show, and obviously your videos and stuff. It super stickers us, buys our merch, whatever it is that you guys do. We do appreciate it, and you're all awesome. But guys, listen, with all that said, of course, I've been your host, Bison. He's been Simply Steve. He's been the Joker. And of course, he has been Limpster UK. Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.